All right, so we got the first coach's cut. Let's get right into it. All right. So, guys, while the play is setting up and we're about to play some defense, we got to do a better job of communicating, guys. All right. We have to communicate, not be spectators, figure out where the people are to block out, who's on who, what we're doing, especially on offense. All right. There's a lot of times when we're just confused. Like you think somebody's coming to you, but they're doing a chase screen. Right. Like we got to let them know what's happening. So first shot, we got to kick out. But I know that wasn't the first shot. I think Jashin already scored 2 points since then. All right, so we're playing defense. Ideally, I want this 2-3 zone to be, it's good, but I want it to be a little bit up, put some pressure on the ball handler. Because right now, Ramley's a little bit comfortable. Right, that shot was well contested. Sutjab. Again, Sutjab had good length. Force it to go higher. Right? We were able to put pressure on that. But again, we need to put pressure on the perimeter as well, too. All right. Let's move forward. I'm going to tell you about Josh in, but let's see what led up to that, guys. Spin it back up. Believe if I'm not. Right. So what happened? You got to pass from Sutjab. Josh in caught the ball. It's hard to see because, there's a bunch of guys blocking. Like, I definitely got to get the tripod going, but it looks like Jashin did not really a ball fake because he didn't show the ball. It's more like a look, right? He looked up at the net just enough, hesitated. It looked like he came to close out hard. Jashin drove, which is good. All right. Good take. Finish. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of this. So, let's fast forward a little bit. Hold on, where is it? Where to go? All right, we got a box out. And what's important with this play, guys? All right, we should only do this if we turn the ball over and we don't want to get up a bucket. Anytime that the other team turns the ball over, guys, this happened twice. Once with Adnan, once with Ali. But I think this one Adnan might have tipped it away himself. Let's look back at it. The pass came in. No, I don't think Adnan touched it. So what happened is he touched it. I went off the 35s, and Adnan went to try to stay get it. And guys, if it's off them, let's get the turnover. I don't want you guys diving on the ball just to be back in like a 2-on-3. So please be aware of that in the future. All right. So that's length again. Say that, but we got to be able to step earlier to not allow this penetration. All right. Adnan's here. We look and see, guys, how many people are on this side of the court. There's one here, right? we need to be able to pick up on this, guys. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on this side of the court. They're literally overloading it. So our 2-3 zone is giving them open opportunities. We're playing way too tight. You see Cesver, he's trying to direct Sukjap. All right, get out, get out. All right, but ideally, we got this backwards. Cesver, we need you on the wing to play defense. All right, so Jap will be taller to be the one that we'd want in the middle to be doing the contesting. But again, it was a good contest. I think Cesver almost got the block. Yeah, well, a lot of people almost got the block, but nobody blocks out. All right, the shot goes up. You see a lot of people just watching, just looking, still just looking. Like, you gotta put a body on somebody. And again, same thing, guys. Our defense has got to be better. Alright, Dashin's here. And then you see that you need to get over. Somebody needs to get over, right? Let's see, let's go back a little bit more. They had the ball in the corner. Let's go back. So they reset it. We're in our 2-3 zone. Alright. Look how they get us shifted. They just set somebody off this side. Dashin needs to be down more so you could see both this side and the ball, but that's fine. Yeah, Randver, you got to be able to step to that. Right? Because this would be a steal. You know that pass is coming. And Dashin puts pressure in the corner. Right? You need to step to that, replace Phil. Dashin was able to get there. But that was a lucky shot anyways, to be honest with you. One good thing I would say about our team, we have, I think, like 7 or 8 players who scored. They only had maybe like 5 or 4. So that tells you something, guys. Like, we're playing good basketball. We just have to take care of the basketball. We have to make sure that we do what we got to do, guys. Because like, simple turnovers, killer. And I don't know if you guys saw that. Let me just go. And all it was, it looks weird going backwards. Right, Ranveer got the ball. You don't want to be going into the spot, Ranveer. Right, the proper thing to do would have been fake. Watch what the defender does, number 5. All right, you give a little jab. He stands right up. Right, what happens is if you jab left, you go right. Right, jab left, go right. And then you have your little jumper, or something off the glass, something off the backboard, or a drive to the layup, a floater, something before you get to the proximity of the next defender. Maybe a up and under, kick out. ended up being a turnover. No worries, guys. Like I said, we have a lot of turnovers, but we'll get better. We will get better. Eastwood. So it's not the fact that there's a turnover. What I'm calling back is this. You got the ball inbounded. Eastwood look. And we just set up our whole play. We have all 5 guys right here. We're ready in perfect position to literally run our play. You have multiple options and start dribbling for no reason. That's what led to the turnover. Like you had like you did exactly what we try to bait guys into doing on our defense. You did that, right? Just by dribbled for no reason. So like it's not the turnover. Like even if you didn't turn the ball over, like a lot of us do the same thing. You're gonna hear me say that about a lot of guys, and if you get to the end of this coach's cut. And ball starting to move. You got a shot. It wasn't a bad shot. Child watching. Be careful for fouls. The score sheet. We had a lot of fouls on our team, guys. And we gotta learn how to play defense without using our hands. A lot of things is we can't even bring the ball up properly because let's go back to this one. Same thing. I think it's Arsh who just checked into the game. He did a good job getting an offensive rebound. As you know, that was Cesar's steal. That was a different play. Arsh must have done it again. Alright, no worries. Alright. Maybe I'm not even sure if that's really Arsh, but the same thing. As you catch an outlet pass, your first thing is not start dribbling. This pass has to come out earlier. And that pass has to be a lead. Alright, you want to get that pass ahead of him. Pass well behind. Or in the bad spot. I think you would have been able to make a better pass if, again, keep your head up. Look where the next man is. Alright, let's see the defense. I think we got a turnover, or a travel, or a double dribble, or something. Crazy because right here it's 5-7. I think the end of the first quarter was 5-11. And we had 5 points in the first quarter, so we got to find more ways to put the ball in the bucket, Didn't take care of the rock. Here again, turnover. Again, good example. We see that they're taking away the right, forcing to go left. Right, he's up on his right. We gotta be able to develop that and see that, guys. Right, when the pressure comes, what do? He came and he scooped it. He knew exactly when he's gonna put the ball right back to his right hand when the pressure was right there. Right, gotta be better keeping your guard hand up, protecting the basketball. But there's drills for that we could go through and develop and continue to grow. Skip forward. So what led up to this shot here? It looked like you got a rebound. Ball came in. He hit the trailer. Again, and we're adapted. Like you said, hit him with a little jab fake. Good. So you have him on your back now. Made a good pass. But you also need to see that there's a man in the middle right here. Alright, but I don't know about that pass. Sergio had to take, and again, that would have been a good one dribble pull up. 2 dribble float. But you have to know what you want to do. Alright, and again, the lean, you gotta want to go straight up as you go into it. Finish high off the glass. This is why we work on it, guys. Why we tell you to work on your layups. And anyone could just make a layup, but can you make it over somebody? That's a different story, guys. So we gotta be ready. Timeout. I think here we got some action on the press. Okay, so let's move forward. So here we gotta communicate this, guys. There's 2 right here. Who you guys guarding? Like, right? Yes, you're looking at the ball, you're seeing it, but chances are we're in a stunt. So stunt means what? We're covering the pass. So yes, he's dribbling that way, but you have to trust that Adnan is going to be playing defense here. Right? And you guys have to step up and decide, okay, who's on who? Who's on who, right? Who are you going to cover? Arsh made a decision, came here. Anga didn't see it. Right? So Anga's guarding nobody. Ball came through. Low pass. Again, it was a travel, but I want to get that steal, guys. Right? I want to get that steal because, again, that's how our defense is going to get better. I think like the fast lineup is going to do well in our next game. All right. So fast lineup, get ready. If y'all remember who it is, it should be Romani, Adnan, Ranjit, Ranveer, Ali. Right, that should be the starting lineup for the Chinguzi game. So Hezver, we're gonna bring you off the bench, but when you come off the bench, we're gonna put you straight into the pinch. All right. I want to see if we could get you going. Should be a good game, but especially while these guys are tired, I want you to go to work and get some buckets next at the rim, and then it should open you up. We should get to 5 out, and by then your rhythm should be going, and hopefully we get some shots to drop. Continue playing some good defense. All right, so like I said, fast lineup, get ready. Sajver, ready when your time comes in. That's what it's gonna be. All right. So again, this is one that we got to communicate this. I don't know if Adnan can see or maybe you just forgot, but Angad came to set him a screen, right? Angad came to set him a screen. But what did you think? He thought he was gonna pop out for a pass. Actually, no. It wasn't this play. I think it was a different play where this actually happened. Like the screen came and you passed it and it just wasn't there. We didn't see it. But good, at least you got something there to the corner. Jump shot. But again, before the shot, you'd also want to see, as you start to penetrate, look what the defense does, guys. Right? Look what the defense does. 1, 2, 3. So you also have to be aware of that, guys. Drive and kick. It's not always going to be at the 3-point line. You have Ranveer on the inside. You have Adnan here. You also have Sehezveer. Right? That could be here on the baseline if this guy decides to come up. All in all, it wasn't a bad up. But again, we want to pass up good shots for great shots, guys. Yeah, defense is very sloppy, guys. I don't know since when do we do this. You come out. This is not a closeout. Right? Luckily, again, he couldn't shoot. All right, so let's look at this right here. Spacing. So Adnan catches the ball when he's dribbling. You gotta either hit the man in the corner, which is Sehezveer. You could have had to dive back to the basket, Adnan, or have Sehezveer who could drive to the corner or drive this way. We need to use an advantage here. Again, we just created it. We have to know how to play off of it and not just turn the other way and bring it out. Sometimes it happens, yes. Got a good swing. We're looking, probing. Again, wasn't a bad shot. I see one more though. Get that to the corner. Get his drive to the rim. A lot of the stuff we're not gonna see, as good friends didn't really do a great job of recording. But I mean, we'll use what we have. Yeah, one thing about the zone is sometimes guys think that the zone is just the only thing that they're responsible for. And again, I think that lineup should do well. Come back into it. We're gonna pick up man and work on guarding man to man as well as zone defense and see what it actually looks like when we're communicating, making moves, and not just playing it safe. It's a timeout. Skip forward some more. I think you have a steal here. Same thing. So Speed with control, guys. You gotta have control of it. Now he takes a dribble. We also have to communicate again on where we are. You know that we had numbers, right? It wouldn't even matter if Ali had it or not. Like you could see that. Yeah, oh God, we had numbers on display in transition. When we have that, we always have to control it to say that, okay, there's a lead man up. It should be trailers cutting to the net behind you or spotting up for your 3-point. So this is actually a good ball fake by Arsh. Pass, kick, open look, which is good. Guys, one thing that we're not doing is holding our forehand after our shot. Like, at least you have to give it like a second to hold your hand just to see what you're doing so you can make that adjustment in game. Doing a lot of fouling, and like with the threes too, like we have to be aware that they come at a cost. They come with a lot of long rebounds. So if we don't get them, we have to be able to sprint back. And so if this happened, because Ranveer, like no one was in front of this guy. You can't play behind somebody. You have to try to do your best to get in front of them. All right, pass came in, kick out, swing, offensive rebound. You get something, but then you can't see it. Yeah, let's skip for it somewhere. Alright, so we've been talking about this in practice, guys. We're not gonna want to wait till we get right up here to make that layup, right? This is not the spot to pick up your dribble. If you're trying to make a layup, you have to be able to handle the ball. Like picking up your dribble here means that you're gonna do a floater. Right, so that layup you were trying to stretch and reach is too far from the net. That could have been easily a good reverse layup or something else, but this type of lay is not going in. Right, it's gonna get blocked. One thing I also will say that on this take, we had numbers, guys. But we also have to know where to run. Babji, like, right, we could advance the ball. We couldn't get it to you, Babji, because you didn't run wide. If you run wider, this would open up the lane. Number 10 would come out. You'd be on 2-on-1. If Ranveer had one over, we would have that 2-on-1 situation. So we didn't get anything out of it. All right, so let's keep going. We have an inbound play here. So we got the ball in on the inside. This was a good post touch. Actually, not a bad pass. You got to be able to punish them and make that layup. Take 10 to the basket, get to the other side of the net, wait for it, right? You could have also had Ranveer cut in, right? Ranveer cut out, we reset it, right? So Ranveer made a simple move, caught the ball, and it was really good. When I say simple, like sometimes the simple moves are the great ones. It feels good, easy, natural. Caught the ball, reverse pivoted. Boom, put the guy in his back. Got to the foul line. Right? It was a good take. We could have easily fouled this guy out who wanted to block everything. but instead we made him look like he was Dikembe Mutombo. Here we have some good passing. You see, got something going towards the net. But again, we can't wait till we get right up to this guy to shoot. As if you're taking layups, right? Do your floaters, put it high. Here we got a 3-point shot. Nothing. Offensive rebound. Nothing. Again, you got to put it off the backboard and use it. But also, again, you got to follow through with the shot. Where you put the ball up, you can't you have to flick your wrist, put it down. This is more like a volleyball toss or like a goes in sometimes, but again, it's more reliable as the actual to flick it and get the backspin on the ball. Just keep it moving. So we have a take here. Let's see what happened before. Okay, Adnan's coming and good. We had a good screen. You see what they did? He switched to the roller. Adnan wide open. Adnan actually did a good job going up. We just have to use the backboard. Because he tried to just make the layup instead of going to the backboard. And same thing. And this possession is a little different. This time we almost lost the ball. Again, we have to keep the ball low ahead of us. Josh, and this is gonna be tough, but I'd have to ask you, you'd have to try to box out this. You have actually a great position here, great position, and then you let him sneak in. You have to turn your back and keep him on your back, or let him get over the back foul or something. We as a team got to get better at boxing out. All right, second half. And whether it's a foul or not, you can't really tell from this angle. From here, it looks like it's ball. But I don't know what happened on the body. But we can't stop playing. And we also can't wait to run back until they get it. Right here, you're backwards looking like you're trying to press. Right now, you're the last man back. You got to sprint back to the key. All got to sprint to the key, get there, fill the lane. These layups are too easy. Right, so passing. A lot of our bad passes come from, again, we're jumping too much to pass. As when you jump, you have to make a pass. I want you guys to play on the floor, play grounded. he had a good cut here. Good drive. And Mounder came in. Right back door, found him on a pass. Move. Again, this guy should not be able to get inside so easily. Alright, so we gotta communicate whether help needs to be there, which obviously it does. This guy is like 6 foot plus. Alright, and when the help does show, and then we can't be in the air, like we can't try to jump with him. We have to try to get in front of him and close that gap, and not just step to the side. That's why he's able to step through, get to the net. Yeah, so a few things. Yes, we got to put back, but we can see how to coach on defense and see. It's gonna be hard to make up some of the plays here, but on offense because it's on the other side. Excuse me. Plays got to be better, just overall. So I'm not sure exactly what happened here. Again, Irish came. We set a screen for him, and it was going to be like a flare, but Irish got the pass. Again, we have to communicate what we're doing, guys. Then saying we got to communicate. If we're playing a free flowing offense, we all have to communicate, guys. If we're playing a free flowing defense, we all have to communicate. It does not work unless we all communicate what we're doing. And it's okay to say, yo, come, I got you. Like, like I can set a screen for you, or a screen, or go up, or like, we have to be able to do that so that we know what we're doing, guys. We're having just a lot of mishandling of the ball just because, again, you guys are trying to be almost too secretive on what we're doing. We don't have to be secretive if we could execute, guys. We could tell the whole world what they'll play. Alright, so the camera dropped. And when we're stunting, guys, we gotta be here. Right? He's dribbling. We're not worried about the dribbler. You have to give enough space for Adnan to get through, because he almost used you guys as a screen and took you guys both out. Like, yes, we got a turnover, but again, like, we have to perfect how exactly we're doing this, guys. Time out. Let's skip forward. That was a 3 from Bab G. You can't really see. or Ranjit. Not sure. 2 open shots when we have wide open layups. I'm pretty sure a pump fake and drive to the basket would have been great in both situations. All right, so I see that he's coming. Pump fake, drive. Go get a layup, get a bucket. So I think Ali hit a three, but again the camera's not really everything here. You see me here screaming. It says we make a layup, take the layup. Not even make the layup. I want him to take it because again, you don't know if it's a foul gonna come or a shot. But again, we have to take advantages, guys. Take your advantages. And we play 5 out so that the middle is free, not only for cutters but for driving to the basket. Right, and the drive could come at any time. We need to be aware of that and use that to our advantage. So again, looking at the speed lineup to do some damage next game. So this pass here wasn't necessarily the pass to make. You see Shahir in there. That needs to be a bounce pass. Get it right to him on the outside hand. Where you can't jump for it. You got to stay down. Because if you had to stay down and let that pass come to you, or even just walk forward while keeping him on your back, you would have got that over the back wall. The minute you start jumping, you turn that to a jumping match. And you say straight up, right? But you can't try to contest a shot and go straight up. This is straight up. This is straight up. This is not straight up. This is trying to get a block, trying to get a steal, hitting him, foul. Let's just keep moving. But yeah, guys, keep that in mind. Like that's the most important thing about our 5 out offense. And it's open the middle for cutters and for driving to the basket. Like, don't forget the drive. You have to keep them honest with the drive, kick, swing. All right, a lot of us just get the drive, kick, no hit. Drive, hit. Sorry, drive, kick, and no swing. We gotta have the guard hand up, especially when pesky defenders poking at the rock. We had a screen here.
We need to be able to use the screen better as it's driving over to the side. Right? And see that we also could have had a backdoor. We probably did see it, but at that time it was too late because we didn't protect the basketball.